So my engine was running really rough, and I decided to check my spark plugs, because I know once before that one of them had fouled. So I pulled out the plugs and put them back in because most of them were good. But then I ran across this one, which is totally fouled, and it was even connected between the firing part, and this would not fire. So what would happen is gas would not be burnt and come out the tailpipe. It would smell and the engine ran rough. Not a good thing. Here's the replacement plug. You can see how nice and clean that is. Now, the fear I've had after many years of changing spark plugs and whatnot, I've always had a fear when it's hard to get at that I'm going to cross thread the spark plug, and one of them was really hard coming out. So I'm not sure if that was cross threaded or not. First, before I do that, I'm going to tell you about a spark plug socket. This is a spark plug socket, and it's got a rubber piece inside it that holds onto the plug so it doesn't fall out on the ground. Make sure you have a good one of these if you've got a hard area to get at. It gives you that extra hand that just holds it. It's just a nice little piece of rubber, doesn't hold it too tight, and that's a good spark plug socket. And you'll need a ratchet and an extension or a universal joint. Now the cross threading problem, because I had one that was tight coming out, I checked the threads, they were really gummed up, and when I tried to put it back in, I think I cross threaded it a little bit, which was my biggest fear of all time, of cross threading something in the cylinder head. So when I got the plugs, I decided to ask if there was something that would fix that thread, and here it is. It's a spark plug opening thread chaser, and what that is it's it fits both sizes of spark plugs, and it's like a small tap it's got that ridge piece on it here and here, and it cleans the threads if they're gummy, if somebody's oiled them before and their oil's burnt in, and it also, if it's got a slight bit of cross threading in there, it'll clean that out too. So I ran this through once, and I thought it would fit in the spark plug wrench, but because of the rubber in there, it wouldn't. This end would probably fit in, but this end wouldn't, and so I had to get a regular 13/16 deep socket, and then it all fit in. And this also has that little rubber O-ring on it that keeps it from falling out when you're getting into a tight spot. I would recommend this because it takes away the nightmares of basically cross threading your cylinder head. It was less than 20 bucks, and it could save like 1,000 probably if you had to take the head off and take it to a machine shop and get it an insert put in or something. So that's the nightmares of spark plug changing. Now that I have a new spark plug in there, I've marked that cylinder because the fouling will likely happen again. It's a weak cylinder, but I don't run that car very often, and this will likely do me for a year or maybe two, and then I'll have to change it again. But I'll know which one to go to right away because I marked it. When I was a kid, I had a car that ran so bad I had to take these fouled plugs out every night and clean them, throw them back in. You could actually clean that and put it in, but I've got more time to play around and go to parts shops, so I bought a new one. And that's it. No more nightmares, thanks to the thread chaser, and works like a darn.